traffic is getting really killed down there. What federal initiatives are out there to help with the pollution over here? Because you know it's been known as Asthma Alley.
Well, yeah.
So we're not getting too much green space. We're getting things with traffic. So you know what's going on with the feds and the air.
Well, there is, as you know, with the Gowanus Parkway and as well with, I believe, Newtown Creek, Superfund initiatives have been started in cleaning up those waterways. Newtown Creek, you may have heard, and I can verify for you that there is more oil under Newtown Creek than there is that was dispersed in the Exxon Valdez oil spill in Alaska. And that has happened over many years. And not being an expert, again, it's when they hook up and unhooked the vessels to there was spillage, always with the spillage. It didn't seem like much at the time, but over enough time, and there's a lot of spillage down there. And that area has to be cleaned by federal mandate. And
well, my concern is you're bringing in like the asphalt plant, you might be bringing in an incinerator. We have the waste management, all these trucks, all these cars, the LIE, which we didn't ask for either, or we were blessed with, right? I mean, why can't something be done throughout the country? If you're putting something negative in, something positive has to go in. Maybe provide businesses in the area with solar panels, or something to combat pollution. Well, you have to plant so many trees in an area. Why should we constantly get dumped on with everything with traffic? And it's like, oh, but you need the school, you need the waste management plant, you need the asphalt plant. We don't need all these bloody things, and we're getting them, and we're getting the pollution, and we're not getting any benefits to even it out.
Well, what I can say to you is that I know there's a reevaluation of the rail freight tunnel, and the Port Authority is actually reevaluating what they're going to do with that. In fact, what is now on the table is a freight rail system where they actually bring the rails over, not by tunnel, on barges. And then the facility in Maspeth, pretty much, I can't say definitively, but it seems to be off the table.
Thank God.
In terms of the waste transfer facility, and the tractor trailer facility that had been proposed a number of years ago. They're actually looking at multiple different places, like all over the city and Long Island, to kind of have smaller impacts, but more effective use of the rails.
I mean, you grew up in the neighborhood, you know, when the LIE came in, you couldn't even see the expressway. Those of you who were here a long time, remember it was like a forest, you couldn't even see it. Then the state came, expanded the expressway, oh, you'll get all the trees back per caliber. We got a couple of twigs, they walked away, and we got nothing else.
Yeah.
Somebody owes us something. All along 57th Avenue, you never knew there was a highway there for all the trees. You remember, right? What do we have? We have a few twigs and that's it. I mean, we need more trees, we need some initiatives into communities, not just like in Maspeth, not that I'm a little biased for this end of town, but you know, for every place, you put all this stuff in, you have to, you know, you have to give back, whether it's solar energy or trees or something like that. I mean, this is unbelievable.
Well, again, the expansion of and it's going to sound like a program, I don't mean to sound this way, but it's a state highway. And the state, basically, like the BQE, all that construction stuff was done by the state, not the city. They're state roads. And
they go throughout the country, too.
Well, then there's a federal component to them if they're a military road. So, for instance, the 87 has a military component to it because of the need to get our military to certain parts of the country. Or the I-90, all those major highways, during a military conflict, they can shut down and taken over by the federal government, nationalized for the purpose.
So do we have any?
I don't know, I bet we do here. I haven't looked at a map to know exactly. I wouldn't be surprised if along the expressway, as well as the BQE, I'm sure during the time.
Christina, maybe you could check?
Strife would be
how many people think we need more trees by the expressway? Yeah. Right? Am I right? Okay.
But I have seen they've replanted again. It's out of your catchment area, but up along the woods side, going towards St.
Big
Michael's Cemetery, they put in trees. I don't know how long it's gonna take for those puppies to grow.
That's part of the climate blackout thing. I think, wasn't that, Joe?
No, this is on state land.
Oh,
This is on
okay.
state land, yeah.
Well, we want something. We
And
want
by
a
the
piece of the pie.
line on the railroad, too.